Hey everybody, this is Be Right with your motivational moment, and I am excited today, like always. I was going to do the video in Panera today, but it was a little bit noisy, so I'm just doing it in my car today. And I wanted to talk about, are you getting what you came for? I have this question for you. Have you ever had this idea of what you wanted to eat and what restaurant you wanted to go to? You knew exactly how it was going to taste. You knew exactly how it was going to smell, how you were going to savor it. I remember there was a time when I wanted to go to a particular restaurant because I had been there before. And I went there and I was expecting a well done steak. I don't eat steak much, but when I do, I prefer it well done. So we get there and I sit down, I tell the waiter exactly what I wanted. He wrote it down. I seen exactly what he written down. And he goes and tells the chef, he brings it out. I know exactly how it's going to look, how it's going to smell, and how it's going to taste because I've eaten there before. He lifts up the lid. I'm excited. I'm very hungry. My stomach growling. I put my knife into it and it was very, very pink. I'm not going to be graphic with you, but let's just say it was very, very pink. I tell the waiter, he goes and takes it back and he brings it back again, and I'm very hungry, and I go in again and it's still pink. And I tell him I need a well done steak and this is not well done. He takes it again and he brings it back and I cut into it. Remind you, I'm hungry still. I'm very hungry, and I told him exactly what I wanted and I cut and it's still pink. And this time I said, let me speak to the manager. I calmly spoke to the manager, said, you know what? This is the third time that he's brought my steak out and it's pink. So the manager went back there to look at the chef cook my steak, and he brought it out and it was well done. And my question to you today is, did you get what you came for? One of my mentors always taught me is life doesn't give you what you desire. It only gives you what you demand. And many of you have these goals. Many of you have these dreams that you want to do, and these dreams that you want to accomplish. A lot of you may have relationships, this idea of how you want relationships to be, or your ideal mate. But this is the thing. Are you getting what you came for, or are you settling? Because you, when you were younger, or whatever time it may have been, had this idea of how you wanted this relationship to be, or how you wanted your career to be, or whatever it is that you wanted in life, how you want it to be. But for some reason, you only got part of it, or you didn't get any of it, or some of it, and you just settled. So really, did you get what you came for? And I wanted to give you 3 principles today on how do you get what you really came for, instead of just settling with life. Because this is the thing. Let's just say you wanted to make $100,000 a year, and you get this particular job that says, you know what, you're not worth 100, but we'll pay you $65,000 a year. And you just take it, and then you get comfortable, and then you settle. Did you really get what you came for? That is the question that I have for you, because actually you didn't, because your goal was $100,000 a year, and now you're at 65, and now you've gotten comfortable, and now you said, you know what, I don't need the $100,000 a year, 65 is good enough. Or let's just say you have this idea of a relationship that you want to be in. You know exactly what you want in the relationship, and you meet somebody, and then there are about, who knows, so many red flags that come up. You just ignore them. So are you really getting what you came for? So let's go into these 3 principles that I want to give you, that whatever you want in life, I want to make sure that you get what you came for. Principle number 1. Don't stop until you get a yes. Why is this important? because you have to go through the no's to get to your yes. When I was at the restaurant, I was presented with the steak 3 times that was not well done. I was looking for a yes, well done steak, not a no, like, oh, okay, since it's a little bit red, I'll just eat it. No, I wanted a well done steak. So I wanted the yes. Think about this. Why is it when we're adults, we're scared that life will tell us no? We're looking for the yes. Just keep going until you get the yes. Okay, I got another principle for you. Principle number 2. Check your environment. What do I mean by that? When I was at that restaurant, I knew exactly that they had on their menu steak. But let's just say I went to the restaurant again and they didn't serve steak anymore. I know there are other restaurants that do. So I change my environment. Sometimes when you want things in life, you got to change your environment. It could be location or a different way to put yourself in a different position. But if you just change your environment until you get the yes, until you get what you came for. And I got principle number 3 for you. Just number 3. This is the last one. Dig deeper. This is what I mean. When the guy brought me my steak, it looked good. It smelled good. But looks can be deceiving. I had to dig a little deeper to see if I got what I came for. So in life, you have to dig a little deeper. Some of you, when you went to college, or you may be in college now or in school, you had in your mind, I'm going to be an A student. But for some reason you were getting B's and C's, and you said, you know what? That's okay. I'll settle for the C. Why? Dig a little deeper on why it's important that you could get A's. And not just pass, but pass with honors and get better grades. A lot of you have relationships that when you see somebody, they look great on the outside, and then you can be blinded by love. I've been there. You know there were red flags, but you just let it blind you. You have to dig a little deeper, because like I said, looks can be very deceiving. So, this is the thing. Did you get what you came for? Because I want you to get what you came for. That's the most important thing. You have it in you to get what you came for. So whatever it is, whether it be relationships, career, school, don't settle. Because if you just settle, you didn't get what you came for. You just got comfortable. So this is Be Right. And I want you to get what you came for. I'll see you next week. Take care.